Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 21st Annual Garden State Film Festival, located in beautiful, sunny Asbury Park, New Jersey. My name is Ming Chen. Welcome to the Shared Universe Podcast Lounge. We're live. I'm here with
CJ Cullen.
And listen, we got a full house here. It's like we trucked in a whole
we multiplied from 3 people to.
Yeah, it's like we trucked in a whole restaurant here, CJ, which is appropriate because I'm here with the cast, the crew, the creators, the inspirators behind Dinner Talk, my friends.
Dinner Talk.
Let's get some introductions going. Let's start here.
Hello, I'm Paul Perrina, Asbury Films, and the executive producer of Dinner Talk.
Over here.
Gerard Politan, creator, director, and writer of Dinner Talk.
We'll go over here.
Ariel D. King. I play Tracy Finto on Dinner Talk.
I'm Ronnie Marmo. I'm a producer on the pilot. Also, I'm Dr. Khan.
I'm Janelle Marmo. I play Dr. Lisa Martin.
We'll go over here.
I'm Reagan Richards. I play Kathy on Dinner Talk.
Amazing.
Hey, my name is Sarah Osmond. I played Cindy on Dinner Talk.
Yes, you do.
Cindy. I got it.
Mystery.
And so I saw it. I loved it, and it screened yesterday at was it 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock. Yeah.
And how did it go? What was the reaction?
Amazing.
We had two actual showings. We had to open up another theater. 'Cause
Oh,
we were
wow,
sold out.
really?
And
Amazing.
It appears that we had a full house, standing room only, and
Wow.
it went very well.
Yes. And can you tell us about Dinner Talk?
Yeah, I can. First off, everyone at this couch has just been such a big addition to this show. And without people that you like to work with and people that are going to bring their A game and bring something to the table, Dinner Talk would be nothing. But back to Dinner Talk. I often explain it as White Lotus in the restaurant industry, which we take a deep dive into each of the characters' lives and go to dark and challenging places. The tagline, "A restaurant serves as the epicenter for intertwined lost souls seeking redemption and forgiveness." It's a forgiveness redemption TV series that also includes the aspect of cooking, which we introduce a recipe in the start of each of the opening credits of each episode. So that's a little bit about Dinner Talk, a little scratching of the surface, but half an hour anthology TV series.
Was this the premiere?
Yes, this was the first time we showed it. Correct. That is correct. It was selected at Garden State. We're very happy to be here, and that's I can only have great thoughts and a lot of passion about this project.
Yeah, I got a super secret link, so I saw
They
it
did.
early.
You got to sneak it.
I loved it. So, and this is always conceived as a TV pilot.
Yes, it was. It really was. I mean, I'd imagine you stick with what you know and what you want and how you want it to be shown. And I think it is a TV pilot, and I think a series to be continued. And I say anthology series because the restaurant is filled with characters that are so specific, and what better way to take a deep dive into their lives?
Yeah, absolutely. So where did you find this amazing cast?
I know,
How did
right?
you cast them?
I mean, why don't you start with Janelle and go
Yes,
down? I mean,
Yeah, Janelle, please.
We're all connected in some
How did you get connected with this amazing cast?
So I know Louis through our theater company, Theater 68. Go Theater 68.
Oh, yeah.
Ronnie is the artistic director. So he was kind of the nucleus with bringing, at least the two of us to the table here.
Oh, yes.
More
than that.
And so Ronnie can kind of speak to Louis and his conversation regarding the script. And Ronnie and I are married, so we were.
We are very married.
We are very, very married.
Very married.
How's it working together?
I'm so happy.
Like-
Look at this woman. I can't do better. Oh, this mic sucks.
I can't do better.
Have you worked
He
together
wanted to
before,
make
though?
sure we heard.
Have you worked together before?
Yeah, we work together all the time. We're always creating stuff together, and I'm very lucky. On and off the stage, as it were. I'm a lucky guy. So.
You are.
But when Louis brought this project to us, we were just really intrigued by the concept, coming from the restaurant industry myself, because actor, restaurant, peanut butter jelly, it's pretty much the same thing.
horrible.
It's so relatable. You see all of the cast of characters that go in and out of a restaurant on a daily basis, and you're always wondering, where are they coming from? Where are they going? What are they talking about? So it's a very intriguing look into the lives of these people and what potentially could be going on, and the beautiful, crazy drama that unfolds.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, I got involved. Louis, like Janelle said, was in my theater company, and also became a friend. And over time, we would meet, talk about the script. Right? We had a lot of meetings and conversation. So, and I always said, "There's something here, man. I really think you should keep pursuing this." And so I was asked to be involved, and we just kind of nurtured this thing, and hopefully I was helpful, and I brought a few people to the project, and myself included. Dr. Khan, my character wasn't in the original concept, and so I told Lou, "Hey man, you got to write a plot for me." No, it didn't go like that. It didn't go like that.
The character wasn't written as big, and then we talked about it, we discussed it, and we developed Dr. Khan into a phenomenal character that fit Ronnie unbelievably. I mean, and you did a fantastic job.
Thank you, Lou. The reality with this piece was, I said to Lou, because he's got so many great ideas, and he connected with Paul, and I thought, well, that's great. And the reality is the biggest thing I think I kind of encouraged was pick a start date. Pick a date and let's go. Because once you have a start date, then it becomes real. And so I think that was my craziness, was like, let's pick a date and let's do it. And he did, and these guys, they really saw it through, and it's awesome. Yeah, proud to be a part of it.
Awesome.
Well, wow.
You better talk about West
Yeah,
We have to.
Yes.
So I'm from West Hollywood. We're in Jersey now. This began almost a decade ago.
Yeah.
That long?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was a part of the first table read. But how
Correct.
did you find me
Samuel
again?
French
Samuel
on
French.
Sunset Boulevard, right in the rafters of
Yeah.
there. We did a table read.
We
at
did a
Dinner
table
Club.
read,
Yeah, and she
and-
was Tracy at that point.
And
But
then,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
And then fast forward, he reaches out to me and he's like, "Hey, I have this monologue. Could you send me like a version of this monologue?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah." It was super dramatic. I didn't know exactly what was going on at the time, but I love the original script.
Yeah, that's
It's
right.
gone through a few changes, but I love the original script, so I was obviously still very passionate about it. And I sent the monologue in, and then I learned afterwards that he had connected with Paul, and that this was moving forward, and they offered me the role of Tracy, and the rest is history. Well, what was the original way we met? We met. It was.
Oh,
it was,
I
Say it.
yeah. I think it was at it was in West Hollywood.
It was.
Yeah, and I think I was playing pool, but that was when I first met you. But you
a decade.
It was a decade.
Look
ago.
at that beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Good God. I need to talk to her and put her in a movie.
No, but
it worked out so well. Like I had no idea that this would happen. I was, as an actor, you're just being a part of
And I have
table
to say, you
reads,
did
just
you did such a fantastic
fun.
job.
Thank
You
you.
really did. Really and
so
truly.
happy to be a part of it. Everybody is freaking amazing. I mean, it turned out so gorgeously. I'm so happy for everyone.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's one adjective. It's gorgeously shot for sure.
Yeah.
But yes, how did you get involved with this this wild cast of characters?
Well, Mr. Perrina here, I had known Mr. Perrina, Paul Perrina, and he had talked about this TV pilot, and he asked me to audition. So there I was late at night at my best friend's house in her garage auditioning, and I literally did 44 takes of the same scene. I broke a glass. I was like, I think I need to use a real glass to do this, and I broke the glass, cut my finger, but it was all worth it for the sake of this audition. I remember sending it with a WeTransfer. I'm like, and it went through this incredible panel here, and I got the role of Kathy, and I have to say that, you come on set and it's just you're just learning every second. I mean, watching these guys, it's just you think okay, that's how they're doing that. I mean, I was just like Ariel said, it's like everything was just amazing. The cast is amazing, and it's you walk in and everybody's just so awesome, and you have this new family. You never knew any of these people before, and now you have this family all going for the same goal. And to see this yesterday, and to see watching it
on screen, big
and
screen.
just now watching these characters come to life, and you're forgetting that you're just watching it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. And again, I'm just so happy and grateful to be part of it. Seriously.
One
Great
of the things,
representation.
Ming, is that as Asbury Film, Lou and I have worked together for over 10 years
Yeah.
on multiple projects before we decided to do Dinner Talk, which was well written, and we did it for the reasons that we did it. I met Regan maybe, 7 years ago. Regan is a very, very great singer. She travels all over the
Yeah.
country. And with Dinner Talk, my background is also music and film. So Asbury Films, our production company, is a full-service motion picture and music company combined.
Right.
And you will see, as you did see in the pilot, the
There's-
beautiful
there's-
performances that Regan
Oh yeah,
gives.
for sure. You got to sing.
And it's a collaboration of acting talent, musical talent, and we seem to have a great cast. Everybody did a wonderful job.
Funny story behind the curtain. I remember your tape coming in a car. You had sent your initial tape just in a car, and it's amazing.
That was the second
we
one.
We just knew. It's, casting 101, a little peek behind the curtain. Sometimes it just, as an actor, you have your backdrop, you have your lighting perfect. Sometimes when you're just right for something, it flies off the screen no matter where you are, and even
Wow.
if you're in the
Thank
passenger
you.
seat
Thank
of a
you. I
car.
was at Lowe's at that point. That was another audition. I was at Lowe's. I was like, I have to do this audition. Let me get the car.
You're at the hardware
Sorry,
store.
we're-
Nice. Okay.
It was.
Yeah.
The moral to the story with actors is don't try to be perfect. Just do the
Right.
thing when you can do the thing,
Right.
and just send it in. And if it's in the stars, and
Right.
then it's yours.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Yeah. You're up
you?
next. Yeah. How'd you get
Hi.
involved?
I had known anyone on this production.
Okay.
A friend had shared a post looking for actors for a pilot that was shooting locally. I live here in New Jersey. I frequent Asbury all the time, but it was a post from 10PRL Productions, the other company.
We
working
love
in-
10PRL.
So I
we
love
love the
them.
ladies over there. They
Amazing.
run a great space in Long Branch. Big shout out.
Yeah, and I hadn't heard of them either. So I saw that. I had inquired. Hello, I would be interested if you have anything. I'll be there. So I got a self-tape request, 2 of them, and I sent them. And I was like, oh, how amazing would it be if I got to be, as any actor does with any self-tape. You're like, oh, you're like picturing it. Like, yes, maybe. And then I heard back. I had the virtual call back, and I remember being like, oh my gosh, like I hope this feeling nervous because I was like, oh, how amazing would it be again to be a part of another project. Again, any actor, any production person knows how amazing it is once you are dropped into that group of people.
Yeah.
And luckily I was able to work with this group of people that I'm so grateful to know, because as I was saying, I probably have this conversation with every single person here because I need them to know every person in this cast and crew has become someone I could just run up to and be like, oh, I love you.
Yeah.
Because everyone is so amazing. They're so talented, so sweet, so kind, and just made this production
so
all the
sweet.
more, just made this all the more enjoyable. And I'm so glad that I got to be involved in this group of people from all the way in LA, here, so close to home.
Yeah.
I'm just so grateful. So
Yeah, April Sanchon and Kara Sanchez from Politan are our co-production people, and Sarah was submitted to us by April and Kara, and when we saw Sarah's pictures and we looked at her background, we invited her down, and she was a wonderful addition to our cast, and everybody sitting at this table has just done a wonderful job, and I'm proud. Lou and I are proud of everybody that's been a part of this.
Yeah. So yesterday you premiered it at the showroom on the big screen. First time showing in Asbury Park.
First time showing anywhere.
Anywhere.
This was
it's
our
premiere.
Okay.
debut premiere.
Well, I mean, what an appropriate way to do it in Asbury Films, Asbury Park.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the restaurant itself, you shot on location in Bradley Beach.
Paganos.
Paganos.
Wow, so it's really homegrown.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have to say, Anthony Pagano and his family were very, very gracious to us to utilize the restaurant.
Yeah.
In fact, we had an after party there for the
There.
cast.
I heard you had a
last
big,
night.
big,
And,
like kind of celebration dinner at Pagano's,
Yeah.
the place where it all started.
we're
Very,
hoping
very
that he gets notoriety from our pilot, and
Yeah.
they got lines around the block to get into Pagano's, and will make us very happy if we're
Yeah.
able to do that.
Did they have to close
Food
down
is
or shut
great.
an area off? Because
Yes,
sometimes they have
We took
big
a day
rooms.
they were off, and they closed down 2 additional days so we can finish. We
Great.
had a 3-day, long 3-day shoot.
Wow.
But the interesting thing is, Lou brought up the other day, we actually were able to film 4 different major parts in one location because there was 4 different areas in that restaurant.
Yeah, I think you
Kitchen,
mentioned there's like
the
an upstairs
bar,
area, there's a
different-
bar,
Oh,
the dining
yeah.
area.
and the main dining room.
So you use there multiple locations, but
That's
in
how
the
you
same
do
place.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure, for sure. So it was a reaction yesterday. So you got an additional screening then.
We had we were sold out, so they opened up the adjacent
Wow.
room for past people and other people who didn't buy
Wow,
tickets.
it's
Was
So-
the other one fully packed as well? Was the
So
other one
both
was-
theaters there. There's the 60 and
Yeah.
then there's the 25
right
or
and then
30.
all of them were like completely booked.
Wow. So what was the
Whoa.
reaction yesterday? What was the reaction?
I just been getting a lot of heartfelt messages, like, oh, I can relate, and I think that's what I was going for, like having people relate to like characters that are struggling. Isn't that something? Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Because we're all in a way struggling sometimes. And don't get me wrong, I didn't reinvent the wheel. Shows are on now that are phenomenal that are doing it, but to try to get into that zone where people can relate and say, wow, she's struggling with this, or wow, well, she just found out she did this or that. That's what I wanted. I mean, and the reactions I was getting, like, oh my gosh, the performances, all the acting was so good. I could relate this and this and that. And what happens next? That's what
the key.
everyone wants to
That's
know.
the
That's
key.
what I want to know. I got, it was like an appetizer.
Yeah,
You gave me
that-
that. I need the whole course.
That's part of the formula. Half-hour show, leave them wanting more and wondering what's going to happen next. And I think we accomplished that. So great job, everybody.
I was going to say, too, it's so interesting watching it now and seeing the finished product. It really makes you think. Using the vehicle of working backwards the way that we had, having to really, in a world in which everything is a swipe away or, another scroll away,
Yeah.
it really keeps you engaged to have to watch it in a way that motivates your mind to pay attention and be present and follow the storylines and connect all the dots. And doing it in that way just opens up the door to so many other potential storylines and opportunities.
Yeah, and what was it like seeing it with 60 other people in the theater? Did you get the reactions that you wanted?
Yeah, there were. Isn't that funny? Some reactions you get and you don't expect. And then that always happens. It's like you're on stage and you're doing a serious scene and everyone laughs at you, but in a good way. But so there were some laughs and then there were some kind of reactions that you're not, and that's so great because it's you're an audience that's looking at it for the first time, and they're having their own perspective and their own thoughts on what they're seeing, and then their reactions are unique to everybody else's. Right. So that was very interesting.
The storylines that Lou has written for this is things that was usually swept under the rug,
Sure.
as Janelle mentioned before, like mental health, sexuality, racial stuff.
Yeah.
So we want to be current. And people are not interested in what happened 20 years ago.
Right.
We want to be relate to what's going on in people's lives
Yeah.
today, and that's what we're representing.
That's awesome.
For me, speaking on the racial, I was so happy to have a role that wasn't playing to like a very, like we see a lot of struggle for like the black community, but it is shown on TV in a way to profit off of that.
Yeah.
And I am not comfortable with doing things
Sure.
like that because there are so many other struggles that human beings have. And this was a multi-dimensional character that I was able to, I just enjoyed playing her so much. It was hard, but I enjoyed being able to go through a role with so many levels. I mean, it went through a lot of levels, and I really just appreciate him not being lazy.
Yeah.
Using what's easy. Our boyfriend got shot and he died in the street from the police. It was just like,
Yeah, right.
like
It's-
there's
yeah.
other struggles.
You just
that are
played
there.
played a person, a woman.
Yeah, a woman, Yeah.
I get that. I said
Yeah,
I
thank
said
God.
to I said to Lou when he was developing Dr. Khan, I was like, don't put a vowel at the end of his name. and I'm not comparing, trust me, but I'm just
Right.
saying with this face, you know how many Vinnies I've played?
Right.
So I'm like, give me a break. I always say, there's Italians named Dante as well as Capone,
Sure,
if you know what I
yes,
mean.
yes.
So there's some really fine artists who happen to be Italian. I want to say one thing about the whole
Please.
layout of this show. If you've ever sat at a table in a restaurant with your wife or your friend and said, what's their life? Let's
Yep.
talk about them.
Yep, that's-
because I do
yep.
it all the time. It's like, okay, so they're on the first date. This one's got something shady going on.
Yeah, why are
this one's trying to make up with his lady.
Yeah, why
if
are
you've
they
ever done
arguing?
that,
Yep.
then this
Oh,
is
yeah.
for you
Yep.
because
Yeah.
it's cool to kind of. If you're a people watcher,
Yep.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I love people watching, especially when you're in the city or whatever. So I think this takes that to a new level of just kind of seeing behind the curtain. Well, how'd Janelle put it?
What's next for this?
Yeah, what's next for this? I mean, ideally it gets sold to every streaming
Yeah.
service out there.
Yeah.
And
I like that
And you
idea.
got to make more though.
Yeah, and I think you said,
We actually started to shoot a couple of scenes from episode 2.
amazing.
Oh.
A couple of weeks ago at Trinity Church, we did some confessional scenes for
Yeah.
some of our cast.
Yeah, so it's
So we're trying
ongoing.
to keep the
so-
momentum going
Yeah.
until we get picked up by
And
a
keeping
network.
it Jersey proud,
Yeah,
it's
for
it's
sure.
cool that everything's in the vicinity. We're supporting Jersey. We're both Jersey kids ourselves, even though we live in LA now, and it's really fun because as a local, you get to see all of the places that you frequent on
Yeah.
a casual everyday basis.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned you have how many episodes scripted out already?
The 6 episodes are completely written. So, and you say, what's next? I mean, what is that formula? What is that formula to get on TV? What is it? We have the product right now. So it's afterwards now, it's getting out there and getting this to the right eyes to look at. And then that's just part of the puzzle. There's so many facets that go into getting something on TV.
Exactly.
And it's not
yeah,
as
yep.
easy as what's next. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's-
Oh yeah, we know. We know. Oh yeah, we know. We know.
Personal experience over here.
We're fishing, so we're gone fishing.
Gone fishing.
We're fishing for a
Yeah.
network.
It's like, let's find a way to get it to the right people, and after that, let's the lottery. Ronnie was saying before, but it's more than the lottery. It's like you have to be strategic about this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You have to. We did the hard part. If you want to be honest, I mean, Paul, he. This is because of Paul. This was made. So we did the pilot. We have an upper hand. We shot the pilot. We have episodes written. Now we just need that one person to push it further into the lives of all these audiences out there.
Yeah, well, I think there's someone out there smart enough to see what you guys have, and it'll happen. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but hey, you never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for bringing everybody over. I love that everybody came down today.
Thank you for having us.
I love it,
man.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
For sure. Is there a trailer online? Is there any you have any social medias or?
That's funny you ask. We're gonna develop a Instagram for Dinner Talk, and then also we will develop a trailer that will be on that feed. So stay tuned. I say, is that what they say? Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, they say stay tuned. Yeah, in the TV
Stay
business.
tuned.
Yeah,
if you
stay
But
did
wait,
well.
there's more.
Yeah. But
They got great representation for today. That's
Yep. Oh,
great.
yeah, absolutely.
Everyone.
Everybody
And
came.
that
Everyone
shows
here?
you- I'll tell you, it shows you the commitment and the love we have for one another to all be here and to be enjoying each other's company. And that right there is a win.
Big time, big
A
time.
big win. That's the win that drives you to the next level when you're working with people that you enjoy their company. And I completely agree, and that's what it's all about, working with people that you want to be around. Otherwise, that's it.
Why do it, right?
That's right. And that's what we have. We have a nice little pod here.
Absolutely.
Pod.
And it's a Jersey thing.
It's a
Yeah,
Jersey
Jersey
thing.
Jersey thing.
Jersey thing.
Do me a favor, Lou. Lose my number.
No, keep that number.
Well-
He's gonna need you. He's gonna need you. He's gonna need you.
Well, Ronnie, you've done so many New Jersey productions, and now there's this huge boom in New Jersey and explosion of film that's happening right now as we speak. What do you feel about that?
It just makes me so proud and so happy because, I moved out to LA because I want to work. And the idea when I got out to LA, when I first went to LA, never mind Jersey, New York, there was only like 3 TV shows being shot. And now there's, it's probably equal, maybe more than Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's coming into New Jersey
Yep,
now.
yep.
So, listen, shows like The Sopranos really gave a lot of opportunity to New Jersey people, whether you're Italian American or not. And we've got so many incredibly talented humans are from New Jersey, first of all. Great people, but also the idea that we could be doing that right here, and I think it's happening. So, yeah, I'm back here, and I'm so proud, and we have an abundance here, and it's nice that people are finally tapping into it. So I'm excited.
Awesome. Lou, Paul, thank you guys very much. Cast and crew,
Thank you.
Thank you very
for
much.
having us.
Yeah, stay tuned. Dinner talk. Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for sure. And stay tuned. We got a lot. The film festival is still rolling on.
Still
Everybody,
going.
get down here at gsff.org. Thank you, CJ. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Dinner Talk. Thank you, Dinner Talk.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys soon.
Wait,
Oh.
you take pictures?